So today we have a minor issue. No gameplay today because, well, we can't actually get the game running, which is an issue, but it is because of the new update, which is what we're going to do in this video today is we're going to discuss the new update. Remember when we played other games that were not Awaken Chaos Era? It's been a few weeks since we've done it. We should try. There's so many games that came out that we haven't even tried out. But anyway, Awaken Chaos Era update. I've been trying for a couple hours now to keep trying to install, because I'm not in the UK or Canada or where is it? Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. So I have to use the APK because it's not on Google Play and it's not on the App Store. It's never been on the App Store. So yeah, we have to use the APK, and if the APK doesn't work, we just keep trying it. We just keep deleting it, reinstalling it, keep deleting it, reinstalling it over and over and over again. It's like at some point you're like, okay, this is not working. It's working. It seems to be working for most people. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe it's my device or something like that. But anyway, this is why it's not working, is because of the new update. Let's discuss the new update. I think that there's actually some good stuff in this new update. So let's see what we've got going on. This was posted on their Facebook page. Facebook, oh my god. Okay, so game updates, December 9th. Arcane Dominator. Difficulty of Arcane Dominator has been adjusted as follows. The stats of the boss stages 9 or lower have been reduced. Reduce health of guards in stage 7 through 11 of Arcane Dominator. I think this is great because one of the issues that I have is that it's hard to, there's not a lot of counters to certain mechanics. We have discussed some of them, but there's like, I was trying to find attack breaks, like things that have consistent attack breaks for skill 1. There are some of them, but just the fact that there's limited monsters in the game, right, or limited units, limited champions, whatever you want to call them, in the game right now, and a lot of them are the more rare units, and then you also have to summon upgrades for them, to ascend them as well. That it's kind of hard to get the best units for the job. Some of the great units are legendaries, and it's like, well, if you don't have the legendaries, what do you use? There are free-to-play friendly options, but then you have to have more efficient gear, which is, I mean, if you had the more efficient gear, that wouldn't be an issue. Anyway, this is nice. I think this was definitely needed. And then we have, and it's going to be less of an issue. What I'm saying is going to be less of an issue throughout the course of time when they add more characters to the game, they add more units to the game with more different, not different skills, just more options for certain slots, certain units with certain skills in certain elements, right? Okay, so we have stamina. In order to improve your gaming experience, we have reduced the cost of diamonds and made other adjustments. This was so nice. I mean, this would be so nice if I could get into the game, because I'm out. I always farm, and I burn through diamonds, and I'm like, I guess I'll try to push higher in the tower to get more diamonds to farm to upgrade the units. But reduce cost of stamina from 80 diamonds to 50 diamonds. Reduce the daily limit of stamina refills from 50 to 30. I was never actually getting 50 stamina refills, so it was never really an issue for me. I don't really think that. Was anyone even hitting the 50 refills a day cap? I don't really think that. Maybe some people were, but yeah, that's a lot. Reduce the stamina. So I don't think this is going to be impact most people. Reduce the stamina exchange from the guild shop and the arena shop to 20. Reduce the stamina consumption in the Arcane Dominator. I don't know how much, so that would be nice to actually see. Increase stamina dropped in arena. So if you do arena battles, you get little loaves of bread when you're done with that. I don't know how much, if it's significant, because I think you're only getting like 1, maybe 2. I don't remember getting that much stamina in arena. Remove the stamina pack in the shop. That is shocking, though, to see a mobile developer that is removing microtransactions. So, or maybe they mean a different stamina pack. They mean the pay one, right? I think that they mean the pay one. But again, I can't get into the game, so I can't even see. We have the Arcane Dungeon difficulty and output of Arcane Dungeon have been adjusted as followed. Reduce the stage difficulty of the World Challenge and the Friend Challenge. Increase the number of stages and rewards for the World Challenge. Reduce the stamina consumption for... It's mostly stamina consumption things that made it easier and made it less stamina crazy, right? That's basically the whole patch here. Man, it'd be so nice if they actually released the game in all regions, on all platforms and devices. I don't know, Century Games, whatever you want to call it, Century Games, Ace Game Studio, DNDN Interactive, whatever you want to call yourself. They go by multiple names. It's a Chinese company. The parent company is a Chinese company. Anyway, that's besides the point. What was I? Oh, yeah. It would be nice if you release the game everywhere, it would be nice if you did that. I don't know. There must be an issue with. I mean, there are certain issues with like, oh, the Apple has an issue with this thing or that thing in the game or whatever, and then there's like snags down the road. But I think that this is intentional that they're not releasing it on some platforms because they just want to release it slowly. And I'm like, no, people don't like that. There's games that just absolutely flop in the United States because they're like, yeah, this is a game that was released 6 months ago. This is a game that was released a year ago. Like, we don't want to be behind. Whether or not the game is good or not is irrelevant. We don't want to be behind everyone else. So people just don't play it. And I think that this is a strategy that maybe used to work back in the day of like doing certain regions first and then opening up to more. But like if you wait too long, people are just not going to care. And then also your game is going to look old. Like if you wait, like, because there are some games also that they've waited a year or 2 years and then the game looks super old and it's like people are like, we don't want to play this. That was actually games. One game that did that, or 2 games actually was sponsored to do that. And a lot of the comments are like, this game looks like it came out a couple of years ago. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, because it did come out a couple of years ago. So, and then some that were not sponsored that we just took a first impressions look at. And people said the same thing, like, this game looks like it came out a couple of years ago. Like, it looks like it's 5 years old. It's like, well, it's 2-3 years old, but still, it's 2-3 years old. So, yeah. Please release the game on all platforms in the actual stores, unless there's an issue where you can't, where there's a snag and the companies are not allowing it yet. I like this. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what else do we have? Reduce stamina consumption, increase number of rewards on World Challenge, remove stamina consumption of Party of 3, summon, updated the display of the cumulative number of draws and probability of limited summon. Let's go actually take a look at the rest of this. Optimize the battle mechanism of Queen of Time. I don't know exactly what this is talking about. I wish it would go into a little bit more detail. So the pity system of the limited summon will now carry over to the next card pool cycle, which is nice. It's what Epic 7 does. Number of card draws accumulated in the current cycle will also carry over to the next cycle for a minimum number of triggers. Gear remove drop of epic gear and adventure. Mythic mode. I don't know why I stopped halfway through the sentence. Reduce the difficulty of the Arcane Dominator. So they want people farming in the dungeons for gear, not the adventure mode. Although you still can get blue gear from Mythic mode, which for the most part, I don't know that they were even dropping. Were they? I never got maybe 1 5-star epic gear. Like, it just was, I was more concerned with, like, if we get blue stuff, then that's great, you know? If blue stuff with the right stats and the right main stats, the right substats, then that's fine. And then we have Ascension, just the Ascension trait of some light dark legendary heroes. So I took a look at this as well, and I'm like, what exactly are they referring to here? Ascension time needed for, it says Ascension time needed for the following heroes. I'm not sure, I would love to read this in the game, but I can't actually access the game. Nicholas, Imogen, Crazed Urzag, and Evelyn first. I do have a Crazed Urzag, so that would apply to me, but I don't know exactly what they're talking about as far as, like, the Ascension time. The amount of Ascension materials? That wouldn't make any sense. So I'm sure, I don't know. I'll eventually, maybe I'll actually see it by the game working. Added a star label for system mail. Confirming is now required before deleting starred mail. Name increase the number of random names. Summon fixed a vague text description in the advanced summon. Okay. Optimization fixes. Fixed a vague. Oh, where are we? Optimized art resources and overall performance. Fix some other display issues. Playback of ultimate ability effect can now be accelerated. What about the server issues? There was a lot of server issues where disconnecting, hard to connect, can't connect, etc., etc., etc. We're still, I would assume, still going to have that because it doesn't say anything about server issues here. But server issues are really on there. They don't need to do an update or patch to do server issues. It should be mostly on their end, on the server side. So I think that these are good updates, or this is a good update. This is kind of balancing the game mechanics a little bit more to be, okay, you want to farm more, you're gonna have to farm more. We want people to farm for gear in the Arcane dungeons, and it's going to be easier to get stamina and make it a little bit easier to get. Yeah, that's basically it. They just made the dungeons easier. They made it more stamina friendly and not like super hard to keep after I used all my stamina, right? Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoy the game. We should play other games since I don't know when we're gonna be able to play this again. Hopefully in 5 minutes from now, or hopefully in an hour from now. But if not, well, I guess there's so many other games that have been coming out. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys are excited about the changes to Awaken Chaos Era. I will see you as always in the next one.